Alright guys, we are here at WinStar Casino, sitting in front of a King of Coins Magical Mystery Millions VGT 9-liner. We have loaded $100 into the machine. We're going to start out with doing some 15-cent bets to see if we can get this to line up. It is a quiet machine, it looks like. Alright, we got our line up here, so we are going to start with some betting 54 nickels and see how that feels. All right, we got a line up there, but didn't go red. All right, this looks good. All right, we got our first red spin, which is a open V. Then we switched over to a step ladder. Let's see if we can keep going here. Another open V. I switched over to a small diamond. A step ladder. Nice, another step ladder. Pretty good for this size bet. If we can keep going. It's 1,000 nickels there on this $2.70 bet. Wow. All right, let's keep going. 2,000 nickels, that was a baby buggy. A G flat, guys, wow, I haven't hit a G flat in a long time. Let's see if we can keep going. It's a postage stamp there. And then back over to a G flat. Look at that, 7,896 nickels. That took us up to $484 on that $2.70 bet. And then we got a back-to-back right back in there with that eyes. And then that's a private stripes. See if we can keep going here. If they give us those same patterns, would be nice. Another private stripes. All right, private stripes again. Back up. It took us up to $509. I was going to change over and do some bigger bets, but let's see how this $2.70 roll for right now. Couple of more spins here. All right, we're gonna go to our favorite bet, which is 144 nickels. That's $7.20. See if we can get something big to land in this one. Let's go here. All right, let's see if we can change those patterns up. 15-cent lineup. All right, we got it to line up there, 15 cents. Now let's go back to that $7.20. All right, that looks good, almost a full card if we get it. Didn't go red, that was a cross. All right, come on, let's go here. They gave us that big on the $2.70. Let's line it up here. And now it's not lining anything up. Now we're going to go down to 135. Let's see if we have anything in that. All right, we got a red with an open V. It was just one and done. let's go here. That looks pretty good. Not good enough. I think we might have taken everything that it had in it. All right, we're gonna go down to 117. This is some $5.85 bets. See if we can get it to line up and go red. Nothing in that. All right, almost a full screen. If we can get a line up. I don't think we got nothing else in there, guys. All right, we got a small diamond. Cross corners took us up to 326. Back over to small diamond. And then postage stamp. Took us back up to $360. See if we can keep rolling. Our floor is going to be 300 here. We're not going to go lower than 300. We're going to drop down a notch on our belts. Go down to 108. And that looks like a good card if we can go red. It's the same there. Almost the same card. And we went red on that one, but it's an open V. We got to switch over to something big for this open V. Another open V. Let's switch out of that and go into something else. 3 open Vs took us back up to 360. $108 is $5.40 bets. All right, this looks good. Let's line it up here. I don't know why that stopped. That should have lined up. It's the same here. Let's line this up. All right, we got a small diamond. Let's see if we can stick in there. No stick, but it gave us a few more spins. All right, let's go here. Nothing in there. I thought we were going to get a red on that one. All right, that lucky 7 took us back up to $330, gave us a few more spins. All right, let's go back to where we started at that 54. All right, this looks good. Nope, nothing there. No red on that ice. One more spin. All right, guys, we're gonna cash out there at $301. We started out with 100, took us up to 500, played it down to 300, but we still walked away with a $201 profit. All right, guys, if you haven't already, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. I want to thank you guys for watching, and we are out.